Hello. Um, we are working up. We are a couple, and we are working as a couple from the last 30 years now. Then the question of lost competition of unbuilt project, we know. We have perhaps designed in the last 30 years 200 projects and only build 30. Then a large part of production is in drawing. I'm going to yes, we like this image of often we try on the project to mix this idea of something strange. We like to propose something not really easy to understand on the first step, but interesting when you saw the final result. Then, the proposition that I'm going to present you today, it's about a competition organized by Paris in 2015. At this period in Paris, there is a large prospective idea to reinvent Paris. It's two series of competition, very open. Open to developer and not only on architect. It's a mix of architecture and programmation and finds a way to pay the project. Every possibility it's open to the different teams. The city propose different site in the city, and after each team can organize themselves to propose a project, program, and a way to pay it. This competition is in two levels. The first is completely open, and after you have a first selection, and after you can finalize and won the competition. Then further, it's good the summarize of for us by us. It's a question important in Paris because in Paris it's very, very difficult to find a house, to find a place to live. There is a huge program of social housing organized by the city, and it's open for the poor people, and it's good things to give to the poor people a new way to live in the city. It's a rich city where it's possible when you have a lot of money to find a place very expensive and with good quality. But the between, for the people who are working, for the young people, it's very difficult to find a place. It's too much expensive. You spend a life to pay only one room in Paris with actual price. Then it's important for us to propose the new way for pay housing. And this way to pay housing, it could work as a crowdfunding system. Then you don't pay for an apartment, you don't pay for a square meter, but you can pay for a part in society who built the project. Then this idea for us by us begin like this, of a mixed building of housing with different level of price in this housing, when you could find to rent very expensive housing for rich people and very low-cost housing for poor people. And for the medium people, you have different quality of housing. In a way, it's to create for a modern project the way that you find in all city, and especially in Haussmannian city, when you have the top of the under the roof. It's often for the student and it's a low-cost housing, and you have the main level for the rich people inside. But it's very difficult now in a new construction to find this kind of organization. Then, with this idea, we propose a very simple project, not simple, but with this simple idea, we propose a project will look like this. With this kind of different way to live, different image of architecture for different kind of people who are living together, as we saw on this picture. Then, if we imagine a section of this project, we imagine a section with a collection of different way of living, of different typology of housing, who give a special shape to the project. And the floor plan is like this. It's a sort of accumulation of different typology stick together to form a building, with inside different level of price for each kind of apartment. The way is very easy to imagine. You have a society who create the project, and the society, you invest in the society. You have a middle level of price. Then if you put, the good level is more or less of price, it's 5% by year of render for the money. Then with this, you can have, to build this 5% of render, you could have different way of amount of money to pay the different kind of apartment. Then it's a competition to be selected for the first step. We want to propose a very strange look building, and we decide to collect different image of architecture able to find in Paris, mixing of modernity, traditional project, good architecture, bad architecture, and we stick as a mashup all these elements to create a building. This building look like a sort of horrible collage of different architecture. We don't want to design a good project, we just want to design an efficient image of different architecture and different way of living inside. Then we call it, for the first, during the competition, the immeuble village, because it's like a vertical village with all this different architecture who express the project. Then we have been selected for the first step, and we are in the final set of different architects, and we work with different developers and different people able to put the money to organize the project. And we arrive, we are 4 at the end, and we arrive just until the end. We finish for this competition second with this strange project for Paris. Then the image is very uncommon, because in a way for a new building it's very strange, but when you are walking in city as Paris, or even this morning in Milano, when you look a street and you go the perspective of different building close to close, often you have this kind of view. Then it's just the way to build in new what the cities often do with different with a long time to organize it. Then we develop the project with each apartment. We design each apartment. We organize all the money system with a lawyer, with specialists of fiscality, able to build the society, able to develop the project. We go far because it's necessary to engage ourselves and our team in a real project if we want this competition at the end. Then this is the final view of the project. In a way, it's shocking, and at the same time, when you are along, it's very sympathetic project for me. But we don't want to be too much in the fake and this idea of architecture. It's often when you play with the old icon of architecture, often it's easy to become fake and Disney in the way that Disney like to do building. Then we imagine that this architecture to be interesting must be built in the special way, and we begin to work with Lego brick. And with Lego brick, each form became a new form. Then we play with Lego, and after Lego we play with brick, and we decide to build this project with white brick to create an old an old school look, but in the same times a very trendy and new look for architecture, with this pixelization of the detail of ornamentation of the project. Then, at the end, it was a project for the 13th arrondissement in Paris, close of the Tower of Jean Nouvel, on the opposite side of the Peripheriques building. Then we finished this competition in second place, behind a very ecological project, more easy to be accepted by everyone. But it was a very interesting way to invent. I think UNBUILT project is often a laboratory of idea to push yourself in a new strategy, in a new system of construction, in this case, system to make possible architecture and different kind of project. I have a small movie now, if it's possible to it's separate for the presentation. It's interesting, this kind of competition, because you lose a lot of money. I do one time this competition because I lose 100,000 euros. Thank you.